is now, impacting on the way investors now see, the investment space. Many of them are now beginning to migrate into what they call the second-tier cities, and of course exploring new skills and new opportunities that the markets bring. Is Nigeria one of those? Is Nigeria one of those areas?
Of course. Of course. I mean, if you look at the Minister for Health, for example, we got this $1.57 billion health program from World Bank. And I've never liked any program more than that, because this is the first time I'm seeing a program that is going to actually pin government down to delivering services and monitoring it with performance indicators. So when you look at the details, you see, for example, not only what it does on health and on water and sanitation and all that, but actually promoting investment into the health sector. So when you now see the minister going out, he's now talking to investors. Come and invest in our health sector. Which means look at insurance, health insurance. Health insurance is what funds health in America, in the UK. For example, it's the health insurance that builds hospitals. And you know we have $3 billion deficit, what you call it, $3 billion health tourism. Now, this is where you begin to build the necessary infrastructure to ensure that you can attract private sector in building. So that is that. And also, of course, we're also looking at the metrics. Now, when you borrow money and you cannot see where that money goes, it creates even more problem for the country. But here you can see where government delivery of primary health and services are being monitored by performance indicators. And those indicators are some of those global health details that the social indicators like HMI, that is the what do you call it, UNDP Human Development Index, World Bank Human Capital Index. These are indices that show Nigeria to be boarding last in all of this created poverty index. So you just look at those index, but now you are having ways in which they can monitor you and say, just like the work that that was done on ease of doing business. You saw Nigeria move up 20 points on the indices. We are now having that happen in health. So, and private sector like to respond to things where you can measure results, and then where you can see that their investment will be increased. I think that is one good thing that was coming through.
And I like it when I read, the speeches of Dr. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, and she speaks, to the core issues that would enhance our trading profile, our economy. I mean, as president of the WTO, and she has consistently talked about the way we carry out our reforms, that we must have concrete platform to execute the reforms that are necessary to attract these investors.
Absolutely.
Have you seen this?
Well, I've just described the situation in health. But also, if you move on to ICT and digital economy, I mean, you've got that there. You've seen programs that are catching them young, migrating the skills, making sure that they don't have to go to America or UK. They stay here, develop those skills, and use these skills to deliver services abroad. You can actually see where they are going with this. So I'm beginning to see a lot of that. And then you've seen the HMITI, the Ministry of the Trade, is talking more now about digital trade as a way Nigeria will enter into the AFCTA delivery system. And when you talk in that way, then it resonates with the private sector, because you are looking at ways and means rather than talk and talk. So I think we are beginning to press the right buttons, and we are beginning to show up to be realistic in calling private sector interest in what we are doing.